Hey there, if you're watching this video, you're probably curious to know how I won the Microsoft Azure grant worth 3,500 US dollars for my organization. And I must tell you, this grant came with so many other rewards that you can't even begin to imagine. I will be taking you through the step-by-step approach towards applying for this grant. But before I do that, if you are watching this channel for the first time or you're just coming across my video for the very first time, I'd like you to click on the subscribe button, hit on that notification bell, then go down to the comment section and leave the location where you're watching this video from. This is to enable me tailor my content towards meeting the needs of my viewers, because I'll be using my channel to share lots and lots of videos about grants that you can have access to and how I've been able to navigate the non-for-profit world. So if you've not subscribed to my channel, do well to subscribe to my channel while I take you through this process, the process to assessing this grant. It is important to know that there are eligibility criteria that you need to meet up with to be able to assess this grant. But not to worry, Microsoft has got our back on this one. It's not burdensome and it's not anything too hard for a non-profit organization to supply. One thing you must know is that your non-for-profit organization must be legally registered in your country of operation. Of course, you will need to provide proof of registration in the course of applying for this grant. So if you're sure you have this document, if you're sure you have these things that will be required of you, then you would want to head on straight to www.nonprofit.microsoft.com. You can see that already displayed on my screen. You can see that displayed on my screen right now. When you do that, the next thing you want to do is to hover your mouse to the register button. Hover your mouse to the place that says register. When you hover your mouse to that point, you click on register. Now that page is going to lead you to a form page where you will be required to fill in your details. Here it is important to be sure of who you are assigning the responsibility within your organization, because whoever creates this account is going to be the general administrator of the account. You must make sure that you know who you are signing with the task of creating the organization's account for you, so that you don't get to lose access to your account in the future. If you're sure of that, then let's move on to filling in the details on the form. So here you will be required to fill in your name, your middle name, your last name. You would also be required to fill in your job title, your contact email address, your location. Your location in the job title, you have to select from the drop down, select which is applicable, either administrator, executive director, or whatsoever. Just select the one that is applicable here. Then in contact location, you select from the drop down as well and choose your country or your country or your location. When you're done with that, you go down to the non-profit discount donation policy. Here you might want to check the two boxes there. One says I would like to receive information and tips. The other says Microsoft may share my information. I don't know about you, but for me, I had to check the two boxes because I wouldn't want to be left out on any of Microsoft offerings. So when you're done with that, hit the continue button. click on the continue button. After you have clicked on the continue button, you will be required to verify your email address. So at this point, you must have received a verification code via the email address you inputted there. Now, go ahead to input that code and click on the verify button. Go ahead to input the code you've received, and when you're done inputting the code you received, click verify. If you inputted the code correctly, you will move to the next step or the next part of the form, where you will be required to fill in your organization details. If you inputted the code correctly, you will move to the next step or the next part of the form, where you will be required to fill in your organization details. Here you would have to fill in both your organization detail, your mission statement, and of course upload your documents of registration. So here you see the part that says address, city, state, postal code, your organization's website, your phone number, your organization's phone number, your organization size, organization budget, mission statement, registration type, and of course the A part where you need to upload your organization's proof of registration document. So when you're done with uploading the proof of registration document, you would go ahead to hit the continue button. Hit the continue button. Well, it's important to tell you that uploading the registration document is optional. However, I uploaded. If you have the registration document, why not upload it still? It's not mandatory anymore. Microsoft made it optional, but then for me, I had to upload in the course of applying for this grant. When you're done with that, then you continue. You take you to the part where you're supposed to create your account. Now, your phone number is also going to be verified at this point. So here in the place you're creating an account, you're going to select your country as well. Input your name and your last name, your business email, your company, your organization size, and then you will need a user ID and password to sign into your account. So at this point, you would create a user ID and a password. Now, a user ID could be anything at your company. So let's assume the name of your company is Desert. Let's assume the name of your company is Desert. You could go with an admin name that's a username that says admin at Desert dot. You can see there's that's on Microsoft.com is already imputed there for you. So all you just need to say is admin under the username, and at your company you will impute the name of your company. For me, I'm using Desert as the name of the company, so you impute Desert here. When you impute Desert at this point, what you now have should be admin at Desert dot when you impute your username and your company here, what you should have at this point is admin at Desert, which is the name of your company, dot on Microsoft.com. At this point, you have to create a password. It's important to use a mixed password where you have numbers, you have special characters, you have caps, and then you have small letters. So put this mix so that you make your password strong. When you're done with that, you can now go on to create account. Again, Microsoft would want you to check that box where you say I would like Microsoft to share my information with their partners. If you don't think you want that, it's not mandatory. Check the email and the phone number. Microsoft will ask, Microsoft Online Service may contact me with information about their product. So if you'd want email or phone number of the both ways, you can check the two boxes and then move on by clicking create my account. And by creating your account, you are confirming that you have read and understood their terms. Now, if you are signing up on behalf of an organization, when you click create my account, what it means is that you are authorized by that organization to create account for them. So you don't do this on your own. It's something that you need approval for your organization to go ahead to do for the organization. So when you're sure that this is you have approval from the organization to create this account, now go on to click on create account. Now when you click on create account, Microsoft will verify your organization's eligibility. Now after this, Microsoft will verify your organization's eligibility. The eligibility partner, or rather the eligibility validation partner, which is TechSoup, all their local partners may contact you for additional information. Once validation is concluded, you will receive an email with your validation result. If eligible, the email will contain a link to access the non-profit offer. Someone might be wondering if this whole process is totally free. I assure you it is totally free, and you're not required to pay any sum at any part of this process. If you're wondering what you would have access to, well, Microsoft will provide you with grants and discounts for eligible organization. Of course, this includes cloud services like Microsoft 365, the Office 365, Azure, and it provides you with access to Business Premium, Microsoft Business Premium. You have access to Skype, you have access to Team, you have access to a lot of things. If you have any questions, if you have any challenges in the course of applying for this grant, please feel free to drop your questions in the comment section. I'll be available to take all the questions dropped in the comment section. I hope you found this video useful. If you found this video useful, don't forget to click on the subscribe button, hit on the notification bell, and still let me know where you're watching this video from in the comment section. My next video will be teaching you how to activate your grant. I know, of course, I know if you follow this through the process, the way I've itemized it step by step, you would be winning this grant. So my next video will take you through the process of activating your grant.